Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are doing well. We are experiencing a rare planetary transit which happens once in 12 years, where Jupiter is moving into its exalted state in the Cancer Zodiac Sign. Let us see how this transit impacts Sagittarius Ascendant people. Jupiter is transiting from the 8th house of sudden events, crisis situation, being the first as well as the fourth lord. So, eighth house is not considered a comfortable house, and especially with an exalted planet in the eighth house, the uncertainty will increase by threefold during this time. Since Jupiter is a fourth lord for you guys, this could be a challenging period mentally and emotionally, but the lessons that you will learn during this time period would benefit you throughout your life. Eighth house is a crisis house, and the Lagna Lord going into a crisis house definitely is going to place you in a middle of unending battle, unending difficult, traumatic, surprising circumstance. It could be in the form of experiencing a downfall of some sort, maybe experiencing a mental health issue, maybe going through a defamation, experiencing humiliation, emotional betrayals, or maybe experiencing a scandal or some kind of a dark, illegal, criminal stuff in your personal life, which happened probably in your home, and an event which is linked to an intense amount of shame, where you would find it very difficult to find an exit route, and where you will think that there is no way out. But do not worry, Jupiter in the 8th house brings help in the last moment, but that does not mean you should wait for the help to come. Continue your own efforts as well to get out of a tough situation. Once this phase is over, you will be better equipped to transform your emotions for your own good. You would no longer be clinging to your past toxic wounds and toxic patterns, and would no longer be clinging to the traumatic childhood, the traumatic past. You would release the emotional baggage, past emotional wounds after this phase is over, because in this phase you have to work on solving all of these issues that I mentioned just now. You have to deal with a darker aspect of your personality during this time. During this time you will also feel as if your comforts, your conveniences is being stripped away from you, is getting lost, and you have to now live in kind of a survival mode for some period of time. Maybe because probably you might have shifted to your in-laws home, or maybe because you're struggling with finances, or maybe because due to your private family and home matters. So now when it comes to the matters of your finances, this could be a time where you would be putting a lot of efforts, but you would be getting very less recurring financial benefits or for your hard work that you're putting. But eighth house is known to bless with a one time big payment kind of a situation, but this one time big payment is not received in the most happiest condition. Instead, it is a kind of compensation to some kind of personal loss. So example could be getting a severance package, getting an insurance payout, alimony, inheritance, bonus, gifts, tax refunds, and trust funds. Your spouse might witness huge jump in the value of his or her financial assets during this period. Some of you would be blessed with some kind of hidden knowledge during this time. This hidden knowledge could be related to you, could be related to your real estate, or could be related to some kind of a taboo subject such as sex, death, forensics, alchemy, criminology, psychology, or your work will involve dealing with secrets or confidential data, especially confidential financial data of some sorts, and you would spend a lot of time researching on these matters and on these subjects. Some of you might have an increased urge to invest in real estate, so you might try to find lucrative opportunities to invest in distressed real estate units, so that it kind of you get a unit in lesser amount compared to the normal units. Now, avoid taking huge debt for real estate during this time, or you might have to deal with unexpected legal challenges. For some of you, your identity in this period might get linked to getting embroiled in some form of a scandal or in some form of a crime. Could be property scandal, could be vehicular accident, could be an incident related to falling from heights, wherein you might try to use others weaknesses for your own abundance, for your own benefit, due to which you might receive intense criticism and judgment during this time, which would increase your anxiety levels. Eventually, when this phase ends, you would experience intense happiness of coming out of a near death situation. Some of you might be troubled mentally due to dealing with a long term illness linked to respiratory illness, breast, linked to your chest, linked to your heart, reproductive issues, or linked to mental health issues. Now, the house where Jupiter aspects is considered more beneficial compared to where it sits. So, for Sagittarius Ascendant people, Jupiter aspects 12th, 2nd, and the 4th house, where the 5th, 7th, and the ninth aspect. So the fifth aspect of Jupiter is on the 12th house. So this aspect, due to this aspect, you might struggle from low vitality and mental health issues during this time. You might spend recklessly to acquire comforts and luxuries. You might travel back to your home country during this period due to a sudden crisis situation. The seventh aspect of Jupiter is on the second house of family, assets, etc. So during this time, you work on increasing your bank balance, because otherwise it makes you emotionally disturbed knowing that you're not financially secure at all. There could be an impulsive decision to buy gold jewelry of some sorts or gold in some form. You might advise others on how to overcome a dark time of their life. Now, Jupiter's ninth aspect is on the fourth house, and this aspect is kind of falling in on the house of Jupiter itself. So, it will try to safeguard all the significations of the fourth house. While you would be emotionally all over the place during this period, eventually there would be a saving grace. Your inclination towards spirituality will expand by leaps and bounds during this time, and you would get happiness after resolving any kind of property matters during this time. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys like the video. Please do mention your experiences of this transit in the comments section. Also, please support the channel so that I can continue making more videos. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.